The next time you are designing your washroom, you have to be very careful with aspects to deal with zoning, positioning, and the dimensions of each and every element in that washroom. This applies to whether you are dealing with a common washroom or a washroom that is meant to make a bedroom and suite. In this case, I'm going to use this example of a washroom that has the vanity, the toilet, and the shower in one room. So as you can see, this is the position of my door. This is where I have my vanity. This is where I'll have my toilet seat, and my shower cabin will be at this position next to my window. So to start with, I'm going to begin with the vanity. So the vanity is the element of any washroom where we'll have our wash and basin and the mirrors. So this is what I mean by vanity. And when it comes to the dimensions of this vanity, you need at least 90 centimeters from this point to this point. And in most cases, you will find that this vanity, or rather this washroom and basin, will be at least 40 centimeters deep. After getting the length of 90 centimeters and 40 centimeters right, you need enough workspace. What do I mean by workspace? Is the space where you stand as you use the wash hand basin. And in most cases, you will need at least 80 centimeters of that. The other thing we are going to look at is the toilet, or rather the water closet. So for this water closet, this accessory is usually 50 centimeters deep and 70 centimeters long. To make sure that you have enough space as you are using this toilet seat, you need at least 130 centimeters from this point to this point. That way now you will have enough space as you use this water closet. And last but not least, we are also going to talk about the shower cabin. You'll find that in most cases, this shower cabin will be made of glass and will have a shower tray that has a floor trap to make sure it gets rid of the waste water coming from this shower cabin. So for this shower cabin, the least amount of space you need is 100 centimeters by 100 centimeters to make sure that now the space is enough to make the shower cabin usable. So this is what we call the art of placement, whereby now you place each and every element of the washroom to make sure that now when it comes to functionality, ni tick. When it comes to also the space, you get it right. And last but not least, you need to make sure that the zoning is done correctly. What do I mean by zoning? In the bathroom, or rather in the washroom, there is the wet zone yenye nimetumia hiyo color ku depict, and we also have what we call the dry zone. So you don't want a point whereby now ukiwa kwa shower, water spills from the wet zone into the dry zone. See you in the next one.